What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're once again back here on NBA 2K26 here for another rebuild, and today we got some different things going on. You guys have been asking about this, or at least some of you have in the comment section below, and I'm finally here to deliver. As most of you guys know, if you watch my content, for the most part, I try to keep it as realistic as possible. That's just my preferred rebuild style. But what if we upped that a notch even more? That's what we have going on today. I'll explain what that means in just a second, but let's go ahead and jump in and rebuild the Brooklyn Nets, possibly the worst team in the NBA, as realistically as we possibly can. Let's get to it. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciate. We're currently on the road to 50,000 subs, so if you'd like to help us reach that goal, that would be awesome. So you might be wondering, what am I talking about? How are things going to be different? Well, I am going to be playing with injuries on. I know, it's so crazy. I usually don't do that, but a lot of people have been asking for that. My share scenario has been updated, and I'm also going to be using a different set of new settings. Octagonal Gaming has some up. I think he's on PS5, but I was able to find them on Xbox, and they are some sliders I've never seen before, and I'm curious to see how they do. But yeah, they're kind of all over the place. He said he has experimented with it. He had a whole video about it. He's experimented with it, and this is what he has come to as maybe the most realistic sim you can get. So we're rocking with it. We'll see how we feel about it. I have changed some settings for me personally. Like, I turned CPU to CPU trades off because those are always just so dumb and unrealistic. I've always had it off because not only does it make the simulation more slower, the trades are always just so stupid. For now, we're going to be rocking with all the recently signed and all that restrictions, and then Stepien rule will actually have on as well, even though 2K doesn't allow you full access to the full draft picks you have in real life. But I'm down to rock with it and see how it goes. And yeah, like I said, the slider's just kind of everywhere, and I'm just gonna see how it goes. Hopefully the contracts will be different now too, because some of those were kind of crazy. But yeah, here we are, injuries being on and all of that, and we got the Brooklyn Nets right in front of us, worst roster in the NBA potentially. So this is what we got. Of course, they have a very young team. They just took 5 players in the first round of this recent draft. They got Michael Porter Jr. and a Nuggets 2032 unprotected in the offseason. Cam Thomas signed his qualifying offer. Nick Claxton, who I think will be, as long as he's healthy, we're going to be trading him at the deadline to start this video off. I think we should be trying to reset things. We are a bad team, and that's the goal. Also, comment down below the next team you guys want to see me do this on, and definitely drop a like if you're liking the new changes we're going to be making in this next couple of videos. So like I said, a lot of people have been asking me to do it with injuries off, so death matters, and I'm finally doing that. So let's go ahead, simulate this first season, even though more than likely I will be stopping at the trade deadline. He says the simulation will be much more realistic. We'll see if we notice anything different. Let's go ahead, get this thing started. So we are indeed at the trade deadline, as I promised you guys, and I'm trying to send Claxton out of here. So my goal here is to hopefully get a first-round pick off the Grizzlies. I'm just looking for one. That's all I need. He's an 80 overall, so I really can't expect to get 2 out of anybody. Maybe in real life he'd go for 2. Maybe it's just 1. I don't know. But he's averaging 7 and 9 on 2 blocks a game. Grizzlies kind of have a hole at the center position, I feel like, so that's why I want to make a trade with them. So maybe not 2026, but if they give me like 2028 or something like that unprotected, would they be down for this? They may not be. Let's see what they say. So they want Drew Timme in a second. We get John Conchara's contract as well. I think I would do this. We get an unprotected 2028 Memphis pick. Drew Timme, I know, is a young player out of Gonzaga and all that, but at this point, it's not going to stop me from acquiring a first round pick. So this is going to be the first trade we're going to do in this rebuild. Claxton's going to be heading to the Memphis Grizzlies. We had an unprotected Memphis pick in KCP's contract. So I like that trade quite a bit to start things off here. So here's a rotation for the rest of the season. KCP comes in, and let's go ahead and see how we do going into the end of this next how we finish out the season, I should say, because we're still in mid-season. But Claxton is gone, and we'll see how we finish things out. So at the end of season number 1, Jokic is your MVP, Flag is your Rookie of the Year, Russell Westbrook wins 6th man in a Philadelphia jersey, Chet's your Defensive Player, Mazali's your Most Improved, and Cade's your Clutch Player, Kid's your Coach of the Year, and Executive goes to Zachary Staples. Flag wins Cup MVP. So here's your NBA first team. Jokic is on your NBA first team with Cade, both of them being hurt. Trae Young, Edwards, LeBron, All-NBA second team, and All-NBA third team. So I can see the injuries are stacking up around the league, but that is what the league is like in real life. And then I'm curious to see if like the Mavericks are nerfed now under these new settings, but not really sure that'll change anything. I guess we'll see. They are still the first seed, so I imagine. I mean, with injuries, it should make things different, though. That's the thing. So, yeah, 24 from Cameron Thomas on his contract year. 60 for Michael Porter Jr. Igor is your, or Igor averaged 12 points, 12 from Keon Johnson, 11.5 from Zaire Williams, and 7 from Jalen Wilson, 7 from KCP. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see who wins the first championship. Will it be different? I'm not sure. Let's find out. So we got the Mavericks still. Oh no, the Thunder do beat the Mavericks. We got the Thunder and the Knicks. So yeah, that's pretty usually what kind of happens to the Knicks and the Knicks, at least the Knicks out of the East. But the Thunder, I mean, yeah, they make it out of there sometimes too. So it feels the same so far. And the Thunder do go on to go back to back. Shea is your Finals MVP, averaging 44 points per game in that series. So that is how that first season ends. You got LeBron James calling it. Chris Paul is going to call it. So quite a few retirements here. Obviously, we're nowhere near having anyone retire. We're a young team. But the draft lottery is going to obviously be a very important step in this video. How lucky are we going to get in this lottery? We should be getting a very high pick as we are second best odds, which is good. But will we win? Let's see. Can we get the number 1 overall pick? And wow, that is brutal. We dropped to pick 6. Not good. So Hawks via New Orleans, Thunder via Philly. And then you got the Raptors, Hornets, and we get pick 6. That sucks. First year, Philadelphia's pick is top 3 protected in real life, if I'm not mistaken. So I actually think they get that back. But man, dropping a 6 when we're one of the worst teams, that's the reality of the flattened odds, though, man. That happens. So we are in a bump in the road already, I would say. So let's go to draft night. I'm gonna fix that Thunder pick going to Philadelphia, and then we will try to hit on the 6th pick in this draft. We have an early 2nd as well, a 24th pick, and then MPJ had a broken left foot at the end of the season. So, all right, we're going to go fix that Thunder pick, and I'll see you guys with our pick at number 6. So, jumping into this draft, let's see how the order will fall. Number 1 is going to be Boozer to Atlanta. Number 2 is going to be DeBanza to Sacramento. Number 3 is going to be Nate Ament to Philadelphia. You know, if Peterson fell to us at pick 6, I would not be complaining, but that's probably not going to happen. And there he goes, Daryl Peterson to Toronto. I know that's not his actual real name. And then Luigi Segal out of Italy. Don't know much about him, but let's see who else we have on the board. So we got Mikal Brown, Dame Sar, Kareem Lopez, Chris, Caleb Wilson. I think I am going to go ahead and take the 6'5 guard Mikal Brown out of Louisville. Played 29 games, averaged 22 and 8. So is it the most ideal, you know, scenario that we're in right now where we're going to be drafting pick 6? Not really. I would have loved to have had, or we could come down and take Dash Daniels as well. Would not hate that. I know he's been a stud in this 2K sim every time I've had him. I had him, I think, in 1 or 2 videos. He's been great. So I think I might go ahead and take Dash Daniels here instead. So that's what we're going to go with this. Dash Daniels, welcome to Brooklyn, 6'6 guard, and we'll feel good about that. We also have an early 2nd, so let's see if we can get anything good here. So already I'm feeling good about this guy, just taking him at the top of the board, point guard. If he's a 73 out of the gate, which I'm not sure he will be, but yeah, it looks like he is because we scouted him 100%. So him and Dash Jones can maybe start together in the backcourt. We'll see. But Dash Jones is going to be 76. Mikal Brown would have been cool too. But I'm pretty sure next year we don't have our pick at all. I think it goes to Houston next year. Yeah, so Tajiri Petite is a 73 overall. So I think I felt pretty good about that. Patterson Gombo as well. So we'll bring all 3 of those guys in. KCB does accept his player option. I am going to be okay declining Zaire Williams. I think we can, you know, look at different players outside of him. Connie Dariq Whitehead, I will go ahead and accept though. Qualifying offers, Cam Thomas. This one's going to be interesting. I think I do want to bring him back based off the season he just gave us, and I don't want to lose him for nothing. So, I will say, okay, never mind. I was about to say, why is Cam Thomas only asking for $1 million? But that was Haywood Highsmith. So Cam Thomas asked for $12 million. Let's see if the other contracts are looking at anything. Or is anybody that's standing out that's asking for like, no, I don't see anything just yet. I don't know. These are new contract sliders, like I said, but I think all of them look okay so far. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll probably have to, you know, dive more deep into it. So the last time I did Nets rebuild, I thought I signed Cam Thomas to a long deal and I didn't. So I'm not going to give him a contract right away because last time I didn't get him on a long contract. So I'm going to probably renounce Zaire Williams and Jalen Wilson. Whoops, I don't want Jalen Wilson. So I just want to bring Cam Thomas back out of this free agency class. He's getting offer sheet, which we will match. So we're going to match that. He averaged 24 points per game for us last year. And we need to be a good team next year, believe it or not. I don't think we have our pick. So there's no incentive for us to tank next year, technically. We should have more money open up next year, which is good. And then we're going to hope that some of our young guys develop more as well, which there is new progression on this roster. And we don't have a center whatsoever. So let's go sign a bridge center. and then we should be good. So like we can give like DeAndre Ayton a deal, or we can even go after Mark Williams, who is restricted. But I wouldn't hate giving a 24-year-old a contract, seeing if the Suns want to match it. So I think that's what we're going to do. We have cap room, so I'm going to give Mark Williams a contract, see if he wants to come over. The Suns may match this. If they do, no harm, no foul. They don't. So we get Mark Williams on a decent contract, and maybe we could hope he develops more as well. And we'll get like Jay Huff as the backup or something. Nothing crazy. So we'll go for that. And then maybe Danny Wolf is going to develop more as well. That's something to keep in mind. Which, oh, he's at power forward. I was like, where is Danny Wolf? There he is. Okay. So we got Mark Williams, Jay Huff, Danny Wolf, Noah Clowney. I mean, the hope is that a lot of these young guys are going to develop, but we can't really count on that. None of these guys are like highly touted prospects that we have right now on our roster. Is there anything else we need to sign? I mean, we're kind of deep already with how many young players we have, so don't think I'm going to sign anybody else. Let's just go to player progression. Let's see what we got. So we got Denman going up to a 78, up 6. Tariq Wyatt is up 5. Clowney's up 3. Traore's up 275. And then you got, Drake Powell. So a lot of these guys are developing really nicely, which is promising. But will it continue that way? We'll have to go into next year and find out. But I'm feeling intrigued by it. We're probably going to be a bad team again. MPJ's contract's going to be something that's going to be interesting to see at the deadline if we could do something with it. I wouldn't hate trading him right now, but don't know what we'd do with it. So I think I might wait till the deadline for that. But overall, I feel okay about where we're at so far. Don't get me wrong, falling to pick 6 really did suck. I hate that happened, but nothing I can do about it now. So we have to cut a couple players. So the Gumbo probably is going to go ahead and get cut, unfortunately, and not make the roster. Or we could try to, we could try to dump a contract, but it's going to be really hard to do that. So I think we have to start with Ngombo, however you say it. And then Terrence Mann's contract's too big to just cut. And then Conchar, like maybe someone would be one to just take him for like a second, maybe. If someone wanted to, have him as an option on their bench. The Bulls want to give me a lottery protected first. Yeah, let's do that. The Hawks want to give me a first. The Hornets. The Hornets want to give me a second. We'll do that. Conchar just goes over to Charlotte. We can do that. So that will be what we're looking like going into next season. So let's go look at the rotation. So Power Rank still has us 30th overall, which obviously is not surprising. We're probably going to be a bad team again, unfortunately. So let's go take a look at this rotation. We're probably going to have to run 11 deep because of how deep we are. But we got Igor at point guard. We got Cam Thomas at the 2 guard. MPJ, Noah Clowney, Mark Williams, Tariq Whitehead, Dash Daniels, Jay Huff, Traore, and then Terrence Mann and Drake Powell as well. So that leaves like Ben Seraph and Petit and Danny Wolf out of the rotation for now. But I think I'm okay with that. We could go ahead and give Danny Wolf the minutes, I guess, over Jay Huff instead. So maybe we do that because we probably need to prioritize Danny Wolf, playing more, hoping to develop him. And then is there anybody else? We could do Ben Seraph as well. But once an injury occurs, this is going to change anyway. So I'm not really sure it's going to matter anyway. So that's what we'll roll with. 11 deep. More than likely, I will see if we could do something with MPJ's contract at the deadline. But I know that's probably going to be tough to trade him. He's making $40 million. So if we're going to trade that, then more than likely, we're going to be getting a big contract in return. We could just let him walk in the offseason. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But I will see you guys at the deadline. I'm hoping to show some promise this year, but we should still, all in all, be a bad team, even though so far we're actually playing pretty well. At the end of year 2, Wemby wins MVP. Caleb Wilson is your rookie of the year. Cole Anthony is your 6th man. Wemby does win Depoy as well. Fears is your most improved. Jokic is your clutch player. And Vince is your coach of the year. And Aaron Phillips is your executive. And Kyrie is your cup MVP. So here's your All-NBA first team. You got Wemby, Jokic, Giannis, Luka, and LaMelo. All-NBA second team and All-NBA third team. All-defensive first team and All-defensive second team. Is Dash Daniels making all-rookie team for us? And he does. He makes all-rookie second team. So we'll see what he did in his rookie season. And let's go look at the rest of the playoffs. So here are your player stats. You had 25 from Cam Thomas, still doing his thing. MPJ is hurt with a bruised left hip right now. Mark Williams, 12 and 11. So unfortunately, going into these play-in, which by the way, we actually made it into the play-in, which is nice. So Dash Daniels started 5 games, but he averaged 13 points per game. Cam Thomas only played 65 games this year. Yeah, let's go ahead and see where we're at in the standings as we are the 9th seed. So we went, I think, 36 and 46. Yep. So we are in the play-in though, which is nice, I guess. So let's see how we were team stats wise. Our offense may have been really good. No, not really, actually. So our offense was number 27, not good, which is to be expected, I would say. And defensive rating, we were probably pretty bad on this side. Actually, we're better defensively, which is kind of interesting. So we're 18. Okay, so Orlando is going to be the matchup, and let's see how we do against them. This is what our rotation looks like going in. We'll run 10 deep, but we're missing, I guess we're not missing any, or I guess we're missing Mark Williams. That's who we're missing. And MPJ, I guess, is going to play through it. So, okay. Here we go. I decided not to trade him because I'm going to prioritize cap room in this offseason. I'm going to try not to sign like Giannis, though, and make it like, too easy. So, let's see if we can come out here and beat Orlando and get into the second leg of the play-in games. We've had the lead most of the game, though, but the Orlando Magic take it at the end, and we do lose. So, unfortunately for us, we're heading to the lottery again, but I'm pretty sure our pick is headed to Houston this offseason, which sucks. So, let's see who goes on and win the whole thing, though. We got Dallas and Indiana, and the Mavericks will go on and win it all. So, it looks like that may have not changed, although they did have a couple tough series, so I don't know. Maybe it would have went differently if one thing swings a different way. But here is your retirements, and now let's go to the lottery. And again, I'm pretty sure our pick is headed to the Rockets, so this may not matter for us, but we may have someone else's pick. That's via Philadelphia. I don't know if that's protected or not, but let's see. So it looks like it is, as they get the second overall pick, and then we get 16 via, oh yeah, because it was a pick swap, I guess. So we get the 16 pick. So we can still probably get somebody good. We also have the Knicks pick at 26. So that's all nice. And then Jordy Fernandez is still the coach. But do we have our pick next year? I don't even know if we have our pick in the next draft. So we do not, apparently. Or I guess it's a pick swap. So it looks like we do have it. So all right, we're going to head into draft night. And we're going to pick 16 and 26. We'll leave MPJ to walk. Terrence Mann's contract, I would not hate getting off this salary so we can have, the most amount of cap room as possible. So I may consider attaching 26 with them to beg a team to take him on if they're able to. So may start with that. If not, I'll just see you guys in the draft. We'll do this trade with the Dallas Mavericks. We're going to be, convincing them to take on Terrence Mann's contract while we attach 26. And we do get Ja Johnson, who maybe becomes something for us. Maybe he doesn't. And we get a second out of it as well. And we screw Dallas over by, having to take on a bad contract. I don't know if there's anybody they need to resign, but we'll do it anyway. So the Mavericks get the 26 pick, and we'll have 16. So we attach the 26 to Terrence Mann, get rid of that, and now we can prioritize having as much cap room as possible going to free agency. So at pick 16, we'll have Brandon McCoy, Caleb Gaskin. So a lot of good players still on the board, actually. I think I am going to go ahead and take Caleb Gaskins and feel really good about it, though. So welcome to Brooklyn, Caleb Gaskins. So I like that pick a lot. And then I think we had an early second. I was a little bit of a later second, I guess. We got Dwayne here if we want to go ahead and take him. So we'll go ahead and take him. He may not ever turn anything, but welcome anyway. So we got two rookies coming in again, Gaskins and Dwayne, 72 overall. So not too bad. Player options, we got Petit, who we did take, early second round last year. So accept all of these. A lot of young players to sort through. Tariq Whitehead is a free agent. What did he do last year for us? We have so many young players that I almost feel like it's probably in our best interest to just let him go. Yeah, I probably will just do that. So I'm going to let Tariq Whitehead just walk, unfortunately. All right, so now we're going to this free agency with a ton of cap room, if I had to guess, because we have no big contracts other than Mark Williams and Cam Thomas, and those contracts aren't even that big. So we got Mark Williams, Cam Thomas making the most amount of money, and of course, Dash Daniels, our lottery pick from last year. And then you got Gaskins being brought in. So the team is still very young. And we got, a young roster, like I said. But we're looking to hopefully turn things around. Danny Wolf, Mark Williams. So, I don't know. I'm not going to go after Giannis like I have in previous Brooklyn Nets videos. Not going to do that this time. I want to stay the course of being a young team. I mean, Wemby would be fun, but the Spurs are absolutely going to match that. Jokic, I'm not going to go for. I'd prefer to get someone that matches our timeline. So, let's see if there's anybody at all that would make sense to add to this team. Would the Blazers, let Scoot Henderson go because they haven't liked what they've seen from him? Maybe, but he hasn't been a very efficient player, at least from three, I guess, but he shot well from the field last year. You have Anthony Black, Derek Lively, Deontay George. So, there is some young players to throw some money at and see if teams would let them go, because that's what we should be trying to do. It's just pricing young players away. And I am really looking at Scoot Henderson and considering him, although I do like some of the point guard options that we have. So part of me doesn't want to do that because I know at point guard that we're feeling good. So I probably won't do that. I think it's probably the forward spot that maybe I should be looking at instead. So if we look at the forwards like Sar Thompson, Detroit's going to match anything that's thrown, or they should anyway. And then Kawhi Leonard. I'm trying to justify and be realistic, like I said, as I possibly can. But let's go look at the actual forwards. So you got Tar Eason, but nothing too crazy here. So there's so far nothing that interesting to me. RJ Barrett, I just don't like any of these options as far as forwards are concerned, as far as throwing big money at anybody. I mean, there are some intriguing players to throw money at, but no one that I really love. Like Sensaba, I guess, would be fun to bring in. Tari Eason, I guess, like we could throw him some money. He is unrestricted. I don't know, man. I'm just not liking anything I'm seeing here. So maybe I look at the trade market. We'll see. I've thrown 3 offers in free agency. Nobody that exciting, so don't get overly excited about anything we're going after. So I'm going after Keegan Murray, Isaiah Stewart, and Jet Howard. Like I said, I'm all giving them 1-year deals. I want my salary room to open up to next year as well to see if there's anybody else that I like next year. So they were all, some of them were restricted, and it looks like none of them are being matched. So I guess it was only Jet Howard that was restricted. We're giving him a 1-year deal. So that is basically going to be it. I don't think I'm going to do anything else in this free agency class. Not intrigued by anybody. I'm just going to roll with what we have. The one thing I do want to see is more progression. I do think we need to get deeper at forward, though. So probably sign 1 more forward because we're not a deep team there. I mean, we got some guys that could play forward if needed. So, I mean, I can give Jovic a 1-year deal as well. So we can do that. So we'll go with that. And then that will be it. We'll renounce Clowney and Dariq Whitehead and let them go. Let's go to player progression. So this is what I want to see. Does it continue to move for some of these guys? So Dash Daniels is up, which is good. Jet Howard is up. Jovic is up. And Traore is up, which is great. Yegor Demon did not move at all. So he may have reached his peak already. So we got to keep that in mind. Ben is up. You got Drake Powell up. So yeah, definitely got to keep this all in mind that some of these guys are not developing. But Traore and Dash Daniels are 2 guys I'm noticing that continue to develop. Obviously, Dash Daniels is his sophomore season coming up. Traore, this will be his 3rd year, but definitely kind of like what I'm seeing. If Traore is going to keep jumping up, then he might be the guy going forward instead of Demon, which maybe we move him on, move away from him. I'm not sure, but this is what it looks like. Still a lot of work to be done. Don't get me wrong, but we're going to next year feeling okay. Like there's nothing overly excited about this team just yet. But you know, we'll see how it goes. We got to cut 1 guy. Who will that be? It'll probably be, unfortunately, once again, our 2nd round pick, Dwayne here, because, I mean, we could probably just trade him instead of cutting him, though. So let's do that, and I'll see you guys rotation going into next season. The power rank has his 25th overall. Proficiency is still a 3-star balanced system, and here is what your starting 5 will look like. So we'll still run 11 deep because how many players we have, but they had Demon at point guard. I'm honestly so okay with starting Traore out of the gate. So that's what we're going to do. We start Traore. Dash Jones is going to remain at the 2 guard. Jet Howard at the 3. Keegan Murray at the 4. Mark Williams. I honestly, low-key, also want Caleb Gaskins to play this year 100% too. So I am going to throw Caleb Gaskins in here over, let's say, Isaiah Stewart or Drake Powell. Well, Isaiah Stewart first and foremost. He's just depth if someone gets hurt. Danny Wolf's not getting minutes right now, but that's how deep we are. But injuries are going to happen and guys are going to play. So that's the hope anyway. So we'll see what this looks like. I'll maybe swap these guys, but yeah, we're still a not good team. We're not going to be a good team. Cam Thomas, I think, is still hurt as well. So, or is he? No, wait. Oh, Cam Thomas is coming off the bench, I guess. Okay, that's why. So Dash Jones is starting over him, which is totally fine. But all right, let's go ahead. Similar year 3. A lot still to be desired here, but so far we're off to a 4-0 start. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. I don't think I'll be making a move at the deadline. I want to, hit free agency again. And if there's more young players to throw some money at, we'll be open to that idea. The Cooper Flag wins MVP, Stokes Rookie of the Year in New Orleans, Dame is your 6th man in Charlotte, which is gross. Defensive player goes to Mobley, Walker's your most improved, Tatum's your clutch player, and Kidd's your coach of the year, and Hobson is your executive. Bam Adebayo is your Cup MVP. There's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third team, All Defensive first team, and All Defensive second team. So we're on the right trajectory, guys. I mean, we made the playoffs this year as the 6th seed, so our record was nothing to be great, happy about, but 42-40 on the season with this young team. I mean, I got to feel okay about that. I'm just hoping that we could really up the ante this offseason and bring in some really good players. So 18 from Cam Thomas, 17 from Jet Howard. Cam Thomas really only played 56 games this year. Dash Daniels played 74 with 17 points per game. 10 from Mark Williams, 10 from Igor Demon, 10 from Ben Seraph, and 10 from Traore. So the hope this offseason is we can bring in a free agent, use all these young players that we have to make trades potentially as well. But I want to be aggressive and be a good team next year. We're really starting to establish a winning culture, in my opinion. So that's why I'm hoping to continue to establish that. As far as team stats are concerned, again, this is nothing that I'm expecting to be crazy yet. But we are, again, not a good offense, 109. Defensive rating, I mean, defensively, we've actually been pretty good. We're the 10th best defense. Okay, so Miami is our first round matchup. We'll see how we match up against them. This is our rotation right now. I'll probably go down to 9-man rotation in the playoffs, so they want to start dimming. But again, I'm on the Traore train right now. I think I want to start Traore. I think Traore Dash Daniels is kind of my priority in the backcourt in this video, especially Traore is going to jump up to like an 83 this offseason. Him and Dash Daniels are my guys because Daniels should develop even more too. But all right, let's see how we do against Miami, which they have Yakachonas, Whitmore, MPJ, Bam Adebayo, Chloe Ware, Tyler Hero. So it looks like they're pretty healthy for the most part. So we'll see how this goes. Game 1 does go to us. We beat them 113 and 111. Good start. Now, I do have injuries. Like, it doesn't show us when an injury happens because if you play with injuries on and you're simulating, it is so annoying to be like, always have, or, you know, adjust rotation or whatever the prompt is. It pops up like crazy. It just takes forever. So I just turn on always have CPU adjust rotation. So we'll always look to see if we had an injury. But so far, we are healthy. So it's 1-1. Game 3 goes to Miami, so that's not good. Game 4 is going to go to us. Okay, so we're back in it. 2-2 series. So let's go back to Simcast now. Again, we're still fully healthy, so let's go with Simcast. Game 5 on the road in Miami. Let's see if we can't come out here and get a dub and go up 3-2. If we can win a playoff series already with this team, that would be a very big success. But we are down 3-2 at the moment. So let's go ahead and listen to the advice. Keegan Murray and Mark Williams are gassed right now, which is not good. All right, 3-2. Let's see if we can win Game 6 at home in Brooklyn to force a Game 7. We have the lead at the moment, but Miami takes it back. It's back and forth so far, but Miami's starting to get some separation, and they will beat us in 6. But I'm still intrigued that we even pushed Miami to 6 games. I mean, with how young and, you know, bad we are, the fact that we're already making it this far is good. The Mavericks do lose to the Hawks in 7. Boozers are Fouls MVP. All right, now it is our turn next year. Hopefully, anyway. I don't know. We'll see. But we got to try to be aggressive this offseason. We're starting to get on the right path. We have oh, wow, 3 projected lottery picks. Now, that Washington pick, I'm not really sure what that's from, but let's see what we get. So, we get pick 1, 2, and 8. That is actually crazy. So, you have the first pick, the second pick, and the 8th pick. Am I supposed to have Washington's pick? I can't even like begin at the top of my head to think of what that trade would be from, but obviously I'm intrigued. I'm going to extend Fernandez as well, by the way. I mean, we've been pretty good under him, so let's keep him and let's go research this Wizards pick. I'm not sure why we have it, but man, look at all the picks we have in this draft. There's no way we can add this many rookies to this team. There's just way too many picks here, so we're going to have to consolidate some of these into something else, but are we supposed to have the Wizards pick? And that Philadelphia pick, I'm going to assume is probably from the James Harden trade, so I do think we're supposed to have that. But the Wizards pick, I'm not at the top of my head thinking why we should have that, but I am intrigued. The first thing we're going to be doing here is, like I said, sending some of these seconds into the future. There's no way we can add 8 rookies to this team right now, so I'm going to be sending these to unprotected picks in the future. So that's some of them gone, and then we got, you know, 4 first rounders. So I am going to err on the side of caution here. I don't think we're supposed to have this Wizards pick. I could be wrong, but since I'm unsure, I'm just going to give it to the Wizards. I don't think we're supposed to have it, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to err on the side of caution and have pick 1, and that's it. Like, I think that's enough anyway. So yeah, I'm going to, like I said, just be, you know, I don't know. I'm just scared that we're not supposed to have it. So I did read it, and it's like less favorable. I don't know, man. I couldn't really understand it. So that's why I'm going to err on the side of caution. I don't think we're supposed to have it, but I could be wrong. Okay, so the number 1 pick, I think this is the Cosby draft class. We have Lendell Cosby at number 1. We have CJ Rosser, which looks like CJ Rosser will be the pick. We have Marcus Spears. So, I mean, either way, you could probably go with either one. We got Hall of Fame for Larry Bird. So either one, it looks like will be good. So let's take whichever one we like. So do we want Rosser or do we want Marcus Spears? Which one would we rather have? 6'9" out of USC. We have 6'10" out of Kentucky. I'm going to take Marcus Spears. So welcome to the Nets, Marcus Spears. I guess we could have had both of them if I kept the second pick. We also have Bruce here, which, man, I like what I'm seeing out of him. So I think I'm going to go ahead. Although we do have a center as well. Ezekiel out of USC. Is that 2 guys from the same school? We keep the chemistry going. You know what? I'm going to take him. I'm going to take a center here out of USC with this pick. And at pick 18, we got, let's see what else we have. We got Dixon. And then we got Adam here. Or we could take Gabe Neesmith. I'll take Adam here out of France. Add some more France connections. And, I mean, either way, we could have been good. But obviously, like I said, if we would have taken, you know, both of them wanted to, we'd feel really good. But we also get a 77 overall with that other pick. And then Adam is going to be a 70. Simpson, I'm going to not worry about signing, and Adam, I'll bring in. Okay, so Drake Powell and then Jaw Johnson. I'm gonna go ahead and accept all of these. I think we're gonna be consolidating quite a bit this offseason. I'm gonna want as many assets as possible. We have free agents. There's free agency as well, which we might be able to throw some money. Like Ricochet is someone that I wouldn't mind throwing money at, especially since they drafted, of course, Boozer. So maybe we could, snag him away. So a lot of different things we can do. We obviously love Dash Daniels. Traore, I'm intrigued on as long as he's going to develop more, which that's going to be a gamble we'll have to look at. Dash Daniels is someone I'm all in on. Marcus Spears, I really like the addition of him and Gaskins in our forward spot at power forward. So it's mainly the front court I'm looking at right now, and I'm not really sure what our future is here. Mark Williams not someone that I want to keep long term. So I do want to make some big moves this offseason. So, and Alexander Sarr is someone I would love to throw money at if the Wizards aren't going to match that. So a lot of different things to go, or a lot of different ways to go about this, but I am going to start in the trade market because we have a lot of players that we can consolidate right now. So one guy I do have a ton of interest in is in Evan Mobley. I mean, he's 27 years old. We're way far into the future to know where the Cavs will be at in this state. Would they be okay and open to trading Evan Mobley? That is something I need to find out. So that is why I'm going to throw them some money or throw them some stuff. So Igor Dimon is going to start things off here. We have some other things we can throw at them as well. Gaskins, who doesn't have a ton of trade value, but maybe we could throw him in here as well. We'll see. Drake Powell. Our pick is not going to be very valuable, this Knicks pick, but I'm intrigued by throwing them some. So Mark Williams could be in here as well. And then what else we got? We got like Cam Thomas we can throw in here, Traore. So we can throw them quite a bit for Evan Mobley, and I am just open to getting Mobley on this team if we can get him. This pick isn't very valuable either, but if we get Mobley on this team plus whatever we can get in free agency, I think that'd feel pretty good. Traore's intriguing. Spears obviously aren't going to throw in here. Dashnells are not throwing in here. So Ben, though, I'd be okay with throwing in here some trade value. So would they do this for Evan Mobley? This is a big offer we're making, but it would sacrifice some of our depth. But at this point, we consolidate this all into Mobley. I'd feel good. And they don't agree. So Mobley does not happen. That was someone I was very intrigued by, but unfortunately, not going to happen. So after not being able to land Evan Mobley, we're throwing two contract offers here in free agency. We're going after Alexander Sarr and Ricochet. I don't know if we'll get one of them, but I'm hoping to get one of them. So both of them do accept my offers, but as far as like which one, I did throw more money at Ricochet than his initial offers. So I do think we have a better chance at getting him than Sarr. So I'm going to see what the Hawks do with Ricochet. Oh my gosh, may have gotten Sarr as well. Oh my lord, we might be able to get both of them. That would be awesome if we can get the France connection here. So we got to dump some salary somehow, because if we can get both of them, I'm all for it. So Mark Williams, I think as long as we clear his contract out of here, I think we could do this. So let's go ahead and try to get this out of the gate. But if we could throw both these guys out of here, Mark Williams, so two first rounders. I mean, I'm not trying to get a first round pick for Mark. I'm not trying to get anything crazy for Mark Williams. Let's just say we attach like a bunch of seconds. We can even attach one of our young players with them as well, because we don't really have the room to keep everybody anyway. So just give me this second. We get Mark Williams out of here, and now we can go for hopefully both of them. So let's see. So if we can get both these guys, or now it's everybody, get the France connection going with Traore here as well. That's awesome. So that is a dream scenario. Ricochet and Alex Sarr are both coming to Brooklyn. So I love that. Again, in real life, would they get matched? More than likely, but so, so far into the future, you just kind of don't know where things are at, I guess. So maybe something's different there, but whatever. We go for some guys, we get aggressive, and that's what we want to do. And now we probably need to sign like one power forward or so. So like Gilbert, we can just bring back again for a 1-year deal, just in case for depth. So we'll go for that, and that will be our offseason. So to me, that feels like a damn good offseason, but let's go see how much, maybe the Demon develops, Traore, like, let's see what we got. So we got Dash Daniels up to an 86, Sarr's up to an 87. Dash Daniels is from Australia, but we got Demon up to an 82, so he's developing too. So I'm glad we didn't give up on him, even though we almost did. 82 from Traore, 81 from Ben Seraph, 79 from Danny Wolf. So a lot of development here. Caleb Gaston's up, but obviously we brought in the #1 overall pick in Marcus Spears. We have now Sarr and Ricochet. So this feels like a team that can compete now. Like, we've been in the playoffs already. So I feel pretty good about the idea that competing is going to be something we can do. Cam Thomas is someone that I might move on from as well, just because he is someone that takes a lot of shots, and I feel like we have enough players that could shoot and score outside of him. especially if we need to cut down our roster a little bit. If we don't, I'll probably keep him. But if we have to cut somebody, he might be the guy to trade away, which I guess we're good. So I guess he'll stick around, although he's on a 1-year deal. So I wouldn't hate trading him still regardless. Maybe we do that at the deadline. But man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about where we're at. So we're going to go next year. We've already been making the playoffs anyway. We add some very talented players this offseason. Our proficiency doesn't jump up or anything, but Traore, Dash Daniels, Spears, Jovic, Sar, Yegor Dimon, Ben Seraph, Danny Wolf, and then Ricochet already got hurt. What happened there? So we already gave him a big contract. Now he's hurt already. So he got hurt with a concussion. How? How did you get concussed? What'd you do? Go motorbike riding or something? I don't know. But whatever. I guess he's hurt for now. I'll probably be moving him to the 4 as well, because obviously Spears is someone that... but yeah, he'll be, once he's healthy, he'll be joining the rotation. Man, that's annoying. But a Sar and Ricochet front court with what we got going on right now. Feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. So at the trade deadline with Cam Thomas, as I said, I'm going to go ahead and send him over to Cleveland. They're going to give me a first-round pick. He's still having a good season. He's averaging 12.5 points per game, 42% shooting from 3. So he's still a good player. So we're going to send him over to Cleveland. Maybe a first is a little too optimistic. Maybe, I don't know. I'll just stick with the first, whatever. So we'll just do that, and that's done. So now... Cam Thomas is gone, and the main thing I wanted to accomplish there is I wasn't going to re-sign him. I wanted to give some other young players minutes too, and oh my gosh, look at the amount of injuries we have right now. So we are very injured right now, but we still have a lot of players to be excited about. Once Spears fully develops, I do believe we'll be a contender in the East, which I'm hoping to see a lot of progression out of him in the offseason, and hopefully we get healthy once we're in the playoffs. We should be in the play-in playoff mix, hopefully, and then we'll make some noise when we're there. As long as we're healthy, I think we could win a series this year. Doncic wins MVP in a Warriors jersey. Spears does win Rookie of the Year, which is nice to see. We love that. And here are the rest of your awards. So here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA seconds, and All-NBA third team. So no All-NBA representatives for us just yet, but Spears, of course, does make All-Rookie first team, which is nice. But we end up as a play-in team going up against the Washington Wizards. So here are your player stats. You had 20 from Ricochet, and we are not healthy whatsoever in these playoffs, which is not good. We're going to have Ricochet and Dash Daniels both out, which is very unfortunate. But hopefully we still have enough guys to get it done. It's going to be tough, but we'll see. Maybe we can buy our way, buy some time. But even then, I think we're probably, not in a good position. The Wizards do have DJ Rosser. Let's see if they have any injuries dealing with right now. Wow, yeah, they're very injured too. So Mikel Brown, Scoot Henderson, Claxton. So they got quite a few injuries too. So I don't know. It may work out, but we'll see. Let's simcast, and let's see if we can win at home here and get into the second leg of the play-in. We could buy some time, even though I still don't think those guys will be back. Maybe Dash Daniels is, but I think the other guy's injury was a little bit longer. So we do win the first leg, which is nice. Now we get the Bucks, so let's go see if the Bucks are injury-plagued at all. And I don't think we're healthy yet. So the Bucks just have Evans out, but they still have Giannis. And Evans is only day-to-day. For us, pretty sure, yeah, Dash Daniels and Ricochet are both ways away from returning, unfortunately. So even Jovic is out right now too. So we are in trouble. But all right, let's see if we can somehow beat the Bucks and get in here and, maybe make some noise in the first round. But fortunately, not being healthy is going to hurt us here. So we got ourselves a lead though in this playing game. The Bucks do take it though at the end, and we force overtime and do win. So we're actually in the playoffs. Okay, very intriguing and very awesome. Ben Seraph, Sar is, yeah, look at that. Even Dash Daniels is out now, but it looks like he may just be day-to-day, maybe. I don't know. Or no, he was already out. What am I talking about? He is day-to-day, though, so we might get him back, which would be nice. So let's go game by game here with the Hawks, who have Sears. They have Dyson Daniels, so the brothers will be going at it. So let's go game 1. Does go to Atlanta, 105-96. Do we have Dash Daniels back yet? Looks like he's close. And Sar is close to coming back, too. Ricochet is the one that's, not coming back anytime soon. Daniels may be ready to play. It looks like he is. So game 2 is going to go to us, 106-97. That's great. 39 from Spears. Great. Love that. Game 3 is going to go to Atlanta, though. This is the first seed we're going against. So Dash Daniels is fully healthy and SAR is back, too. So game 4 goes to them, and I don't think we stand a chance. Game 5, we lose. Okay. Unfortunately, we were just too injury plagued to have a chance there, but Atlanta, Toronto, and the Hawks go on to make the finals, and the Spurs beat them in 6. Retirements again, here's that, and then for the lottery, We may have some lottery picks this offseason from some other trades, but it looks like we do not. So I think that's fine, though. I think adding another rookie to this team would have been overkill. I think we're ready to be a good team. So we do have 20 and 30, though, in this draft. So rookies will be added, but they just won't be as highly touted, so we don't have to like worry about playing them. But Fernandez, I guess I'll continue to keep him because he's had us in the playoffs. But this is the year where it feels like we need to compete. So that is going to be the goal, hopefully, to make that happen. I'm hoping to, see more progression of our young guys. But at pick 15, we have Cam Mercer, who I will definitely add here. Pick 18, we have JJ Houston. Another power forward for the depth would be good. And I'll let the assistant GM take care of the rest because there were some guys I'm probably not going to sign. So Adam Diggs, though, actually 74 overall. Peterson, we won't worry about. Houston. So we'll add these 3 guys. And then player options, Dash Daniels, and Gaskins will course accept. Drake Powell, and then a lot of free agents here to worry about, so this will be interesting to see how many guys we bring back off of this and how much they're asking for. Flag's a free agent, which he's asking for $71 million, which we're not gonna be able to do that. But Denman is asking for $29 million. Traore's asking for $20 million. It looks like we may have to choose a path on which one we want to go with. I mean, Traore looks like they're both pretty inefficient from outside, so I don't know. Drake Powell is not asking for too much money. He's not been that great, though. Danny Wolf is not asking for much money, so I'll probably give him an extension. I think we have to choose between Traore and Denman. And man, I don't know. I mean, one of them might come back with their qualifying offer, though, I would say. Or maybe we'll let both of them, and we can maybe carve it out a little bit differently next year, although that would be risky. And then you got Ben Seraph. Okay, so I'm going to start with signing Danny Wolf to his extension because he's not asking for much money. Ben Seraph is getting an extension. He's not getting much, but I may not re-sign him. I don't know. Probably going to let him go because I'm more worried about Traore and Demon. So the Blazers will get Ben Seraph successfully, and we won't renounce anybody. I don't want to renounce anybody. We can renounce Ben Seraph, though he's gone, and we can renounce this exception. But Demon, Traore, and Powell, I do have interest in bringing them back. Drake Powell, not asking for much. Maybe he develops more. We'll bring him back. Traore and then Demon is the one where you're like, I don't know. Although it's suggesting we renounce them, which I don't want to do. Losing them for nothing would be kind of disastrous. So I think I'm going to give Traore his extension. I'm a little more intrigued by him, but that's not to take anything away from Demon as well. And he's getting an offer sheet. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. He got a big offer sheet. 4 years on. I'm gonna have to let him go. That's just too much money. Realistically speaking, that's way too much money. So looks like we chose Traore, and Demon's going to Brooklyn or to Toronto. So was that the right choice? We're gonna find out, but that is what we've went with. So Drake Powell was re-signed. Mercer was just added to the team via the draft. JJ Houston was just added, and we have Danny Wolf, Ezekiel. So I am still gonna go sign a point guard. So like quickly off the bench doesn't sound too bad. We'll bring. Just kidding. Goes the Warriors. We got Benny. We got Jamal Murray or Darius. Darius, 6'3", 22 years old. I wouldn't be opposed to that. So I'm going to sign him to a 2-year deal. And then I think that'll be it for us. So did we make the right choice with Traore? He is up to an 84. You got Spears up to an 87 already. 88, 88, 88. So this is looking good. And we even have 80 from Ezekiel, who's a nice backup 5 for us. So what about Demon? I forgot where he went, by the way. Where did he go? He went to... Okay, so the same overall? I don't know. I mean, he's making more money. Traore is making less money, so I feel like we feel good about that. He's making 30 million, while Traore is making 20. So I think that was the right choice, but let's go look at our rotation going into this next season. This is the year where I feel like we should try to be a top 3 seed in the East. That is my hope, and we'll see if it pays off. I mean, the fully healthy lineup is looking good right now, so that is one thing to be overly excited about. I think I forgot to look at the player stats last year too, but 18 from Dash Daniels last year. Spears we saw with 16, Riche with 20, very good efficiency, and Alex R with 12. So I think this team should be a locked and loaded top seed in the East. At least that's my hope right now. Power rank does have his 3rd overall. Our proficiency is 3.5. Could we 4-star anywhere? Maybe we change the proficiency. We can go to 7 seconds, I guess, and then Spears is much better this year. So I mean, I think we should be a really good team this year. That's my hope. That's my goal. If 2K allows that to happen, that would be great. Of course, injuries will be a thing to play into note, but as long as this team is healthy for the most part, we should be a very, very good team this year, hopefully. So at the end of the season, Cooper Flag wins MVP. Tony is your Rookie of the Year. Mario is your sixth man. Wemby's your depoy. Elijah Williams your most improved. And John Morant's your clutch player in New Orleans. You got Tony, also Rookie of the Year. Wait, I think I saw that already, didn't I? All right, I'm just going over it again. So here's your All-NBA first team. Cooper Flag, Wemby, Boozer, Edwards, and John Morant. All-NBA second team and All-NBA third team. I was curious to see if we had any Nets, but fortunately not. What about all defensive team? Any Nets here? No. Okay, so all rookie first team and all rookie second team. Nothing here for us either, but we are the first seed in the East. Our goal has been accomplished, which feels good. Here was your player stats. You had 23 from Ricochet. Dash Daniels, thankfully. It looks like we're going in relatively healthy, which is good. I want that really badly. So that's good. Ricochet, 23 points per game, played 62 games this year. Dash Daniels was very injury prone this year with 47, but we still were good. We're still a good team. That's what matters. 14-7 from Traore, 11 from Ezeki, 10 and 9 from Sara, and 9, and then 3 and 4 from Darius. Not a bad addition off the bench. But all right. All that matters is how good we're going to do in these playoffs. And as far as team stats are concerned, it looks like as far as offensive rating is, which our offense has been bad in this video, but 12. And then defensively, looks like we're actually pretty damn good. So we're number 2. All right. I'm excited. So let's see who we get in round 1. It will be the New York Knicks. So our fellow counterpart in New York, got Brunson, McHale, Harrelson, Lauren, Carney Towns, Proctor, Lonzo Ball, Gabe Neesmith, and Brendan Clark. I'm pretty sure the Knicks already got a championship in this video, so hopefully it is our turn, but we'll see. So Mercer and Drake Powell are hurt right now, which, you know, doesn't hurt us too much, obviously, as long as the starting 5 is healthy, which I really like the starting 5, by the way. It's a really good one. But let's see if we can take down the Knicks. So game 1 is going to go to us, 114-92. 25 from Spears, looking good. And we walk out healthy. Game 2 goes to us, 126-100. This might be our first playoff series victory of the video. 2-1, though. The Knicks are alive, and we're up 3-1. Can we beat them in 5? Yes, we can. So we're on to the second round, and Daniels gets hurt. This man cannot stay healthy, but he is still willing to play. Gaskin's also hurt, too, and Traore's hurt. Man, he's gone for a while, too. This is a reality of playing with injuries on, although he's day-to-day, so we may be okay. He may be back soon. It's not multiple weeks, which is good. All right. We got the Miami Heat in the second round, who they did beat us last year, and we took them to 6, or was it a couple years ago? I think it was a couple years ago, but all right. I feel like we could make it to the conference finals, though. Game 1 is going to go to Miami, as I'm saying that, 88-85. Game 2 goes to us, so we're back in it. We do lose one of our home games, but we win the other one. Just got to win a road game now. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. We may punch our ticket to the conference finals. No, we're going to a game 6. All right, game 6. Dash Daniels is injured again. This man cannot stay healthy. Gosh, dang. But all right, let's see if we can't come out here and still win regardless of injuries. We start off hot. Just keep this pace going, and we're going to be in the conference finals. And I think we've done that. 115-75. Thankfully, I think he remains day-to-day, and we do get the Atlanta Hawks, which we stole Ricochet from them. So that should help us. Again, he's day-to-day. And everyone else is healthy, so we're feeling good. What about the Hawks? What are they looking like? Hopefully they have some injuries on their side to really help us in this series. Let's see. We have, oh yeah, injuries are over there. But they're, you know, most of their core is untouched. So Sears is hurt, Sensaba's hurt, but Tyson's the one that's only out for them. Everyone else is pretty much healthy. So we do get the Daniels brothers going at it. This should be fun, although, you know, Dash Daniels remains to be hurt all the time. Game 1. Does go to us, though, 127-104. Good start. He still gets 25 regardless of being injured right now, so he's getting healthier. Game 2 goes to us, 119-115. Okay. Okay, we're up 2-0. Okay, we're fully healthy right now. And the Hawks, what are they? See if they've stacked up any injuries. No, they are about to be healthy again, though. All right, they got Derek White on their team well. Let's simcast game 3. Let's make sure we go up 3-0 on this Hawks team. Which it's, okay, it was looking good there for a second, but the Hawks are going to, well, it's a close game. Can we ever take it back? Yes, we go up 110-109, beat them. We're up 3-0 right now. And now it is time to see if we can't finish them off in 4, which would just be awesome and give me all the momentum and the positivity in the world going into the finals. We sweep this Hawks team, and we will do just that. 117-97, we are in the NBA Finals. We get Golden State or Dallas. I mean, usually I would rather play the Mavericks probably, or the Warriors probably, because the Mavericks are so OP, but The Warriors do have Luka Doncic as well, but outside of Luka, they do look relatively weak. So yeah, I'm rooting for the Warriors right now, and hopefully one of them gets injured before we see them. But it's going to Game 7. It will be the Mavericks. Ah, gosh. Okay, so the Mavericks, we've had time to rest and hopefully get healthy. So everyone's fully healthy going to the finals, other than Danny Wolf, I guess. But we do have Aziki as well, so I'm feeling okay about that. But all right, we've made it this far. Dallas at this point has Kyrie. They got Stephon Castle, which I didn't even notice him. They added him because he was hurt, so I didn't even notice him in the previous series. But Cooper Flag is bruised right shoulder, but nothing to be overly crazy about. So this is going to be a healthy series for both sides. But let's see if we can win Game 1, as we are starting off fast here. But for whatever reason, I feel like the Mavericks are going to eventually take the lead and break our hearts. And no, we hang on. Game 1, we went on the road. Good start. Game 2, give more minutes to Darius, they say. Okay, if you insist, I'm okay with that. Let's go to Game 2. Let's see if we can take down the Mavericks in both road games here. We do take the lead here. Now, can we keep it, though? If we take both road games, man, we might be winning this series, but we don't, unfortunately. Ricochet gets hurt, too. Oh, boy. So, he's out for the season? Bruised left hip? Well, I mean, it only has a yellow. I think he'll still play through that. But, yeah, he's not feeling good, I guess. But, all right. Game 3 at home in Brooklyn. We did win one road game, so we already did our job there, but now we're going to protect home court. The Mavericks take the lead, and the Mavericks are going to break our hearts, aren't they? Yes, 121-114. Okay. Well, we won Game 1. It was looking good there for a second, but it looks like we may run into some trouble here, so let's see if we can't get back in this series. All right, Dash Daniels is also hurt, of course. Oh, boy. Okay, so can we come out here and win? Or are we in trouble? We got to tie the series or we're dead in the water. And we will. 95-102. So we're not dead yet. We tie the series. We're going through some injuries. But what about the Mavericks? Have they gotten any injuries picked up through this series? Let's see. Castle. I mean, he's day-to-day. Bruised right knee and bruised left knee. Both his knees are hurt. Well, at least they have that. Or at least we have that. But two of our top guys are not feeling good right now. Even though they're still playing through it, which is good. But this is Game 3 on the road, or Game 5, and this is a big one, and they're going to take it. So we're more than likely going to be losing this series in 6. Even Sar is gassed now, which is not good. All right, Game 6 on the road, or at home in Brooklyn. This is to force a Game 7. Been back and forth so far, but they've taken the lead back every single time, and they're going to win the series ultimately and beat us in 6 games in the finals. Injuries just stacked up against us. The Mavericks go on to win the championship. So that's unfortunate, but I'm still feeling good about where we're at. Traylor also picked up an injury there at the end, so that didn't help either. And the Mavericks were just more healthy than we were. So that's the reality of it. I would like to run this back at least one more time, though, to see if we can't try again. We got out of the East fairly easily, so I do think there's a chance that we could do that again. Fernandez will remain the head coach. We can keep this team intact, and we know some of the young guys are going to continue to develop. I feel okay. We have a few seconds, which at this point in the video, I mean, we won't bring any of them in. Player options, we got Caleb Gaskins, which we'll accept. We need as much depth as possible. And Dash Daniels, I mean, he can't seem to stay healthy, but we are going to go ahead and extend him, of course, anyway. So he'll be signed, although he's trying to sign somewhere else, which good thing is restricted. That's not going to happen. And then we do have money to sign another player if we want to, but I don't think we're at a moratorium yet, so that's probably going to be different when that's changed. So, I mean, I guess we have the money to sign like Blue Koulibaly or something like that. Maybe we go for that. But we know we have some young guys coming off the bench. So I'm going to sign one player. I guess give me Cameron. I don't even know how to say this guy's name. We'll sign him. And this will be our final move of the video, I think. We're going to go into this next season feeling like it's the last one, the last chance. Ezekiel's up to an 84. You have an 80 from Adam as well. You got a 79 Diggs, 76 Mercer, 78 Danny Wolf. All right. Spears 88, 89 Ricochet, 88 across the board. Feeling good, but felt good last year. We lost in 6 in the finals. Let's see if this year will be any different. Look who went 76-6, the Dallas Mavericks. So, yeah, that's not going to be easy to take them down if we see them in the finals again. Even if we get there, we still have to get out of the East. But things went really well. Once again, we're the first seed in the East. Here are your player stats. You had, wow, and we're just hurt like crazy. That's not going to help either. Look at this. Just all injured. Unbelievable. 21 from Ricochet, 19 from Dash Daniels, 18, 12, 10 from Sar, and Cameron, and yeah. So we're going to go in these playoffs very unhealthy right now, which is just not good. And if we look at team stats, you had 118 on offense. Defensive rating, we were number 2. So we're feeling good, but not good injury-wise. So this is, I mean, we still have some guys that can step up, though. So at least we have that. But look at this, man. 3 of our top guys are just out. That is just brutal. So we're in trouble, whoever we match up against. It's going to be the Pacers in round 1, who have Halliburton, Nembhard, Noah, Kispert, and Wemby. Oh, gosh. Okay. I already see our fate being sealed. Game 1 is going to go to us, though. 125-98. 32 from Ricochet, so at least he is playing well. Hopefully we get these guys back before, if we even get there, maybe the finals we see them again. Game 3 goes to the Pacers. Game 4 goes to the Pacers, and this is where they're going to start to get their comeback going. So, minutes need to be adjusted again. Let's do it. We got to stay alive. We're literally just surviving right now. If we can survive and get some of our guys back, I'd feel good, but it's looking like that may not be something we can do. Wemby and Halliburton's a deadly combination, but right now we're up 3-2, so we can finish them off, maybe get one of our guys back. I don't know if we'll have that yet, but man, if we could do that, that'd be great. So let's see if we can't beat the Pacers here, and they're going to force a game. Oh, no, we do escape. Okay, so again, like I said, we're just surviving. Ricochet is keeping us above water right now, averaging 25 and 54% from 3. He is balling, so we need that continued. Is anybody back yet? Ricochet is gas, which Spears is back. So we get Spears back. Okay. We got Darius back. So unfortunately, still missing Sar Daniels, which is it Sar? Wait, is Sar new injury? I don't know. Regardless, we're on to the second round. Sar is out 1 to 2 weeks, and Daniels is out 2 to 4 weeks. So we probably won't see him back until we make maybe the finals, maybe even Sar as well. All right, we get Boston, Orlando. Which one it'll be? It'll be Orlando. So the 5th-seeded Magic, who have Anthony Black, Richardson, Dunn, Hendricks. And one thing I do see right now is Paulo is hurt. That is big. We need that right now. So the Magic have Franz Wagner hurt as well, 1 to 2 weeks. And Paulo is out for the season. We have to take advantage of this, even though we're dealing with our own injuries, of course, too. All right. Game 1. I mean, we should win. With no Paulo, no Franz Wagner, we should win this series. Game 1 is going to go to us 152-99, 33 from Spears. Big time impact from him. 77% from 3 in that first game. Game 2 up 2-0. So we may be able to buy time to get our guys healthy. The Mavericks are, of course, dominating over there as well after going 76-6. And we're going to sweep the Magic, of course. With them being as healthy or hurt as they were, it makes sense. Atlanta, Toronto. Who is it going to be? It's going to be Toronto. So we don't have to deal with Atlanta this time. Toronto's our matchup. What do we got as far as health is concerned? Sar is day-to-day. And no, Daniels is not back yet. So he's day-to-day as well, though. So we might see them back in this series or the finals if we get there. We have that going for us. Toronto, as far as they are concerned, they do have Sergio, which I have to wonder, and Jalen Williams. I have to wonder what their injuries may look like right now because those are some weak starters. Let's see if anybody's hurt for them. Peterson out for the season. That's a big time avoiding of that guy, and John Collins out, and Christian Brown out. So again, we're running into other teams that aren't healthy. So this should, play in our favor. We're up 1-0, 114-105. And then hopefully, as we continue to get healthier, the Mavericks continue to get more hurt because I'm assuming we'll see them. And we're up 3-0. We beat them in 4. So, and look, the Mavericks are just dominating as well. And they are in the finals. A flag if you want to miss some time, that'd be great. We should be healthy now, though, right? Everyone is back. Everyone is back. We're fully gathered up. This is it right here. We have to try to win. Everyone is healthy. There's nothing more than we can do. We got the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving, Hawkins, Cooper Flag, Musa, Lively, OG Anunoby, Beckham, Black. I mean, we'll see. Anybody here on their team? I guess I didn't really look at that. Let's see. Stephon Castle, day-to-day, broken right leg, day-to-day. Okay, yeah, sure. That's interesting. And then this guy is also out, which I don't know how much of an impact he was. But all right. I'd like to see Cooper Flag, though, just miss some time. I wouldn't hate that. Let's just say that. Game 1. Going to go to the Dallas Mavericks, 126-120. Okay, not a good start. Game 2. 2-0. 2-0 for this team. All right, we're going 8-man rotation. We got to win Game 3 or we're in trouble. Ezekiel's hurt, but can we win Game 3 and get back in the series? Or is the Mavericks just going to ultimately seal our fate? We may win Game 3 if we hang on. Oh, gosh, that was close. But we do win. Okay. We win Game 3. win game 4. We're back in the series. Let's just do that. But when both home games, they did theirs. It's our turn, hopefully. It's back and forth, but I have a feeling this is going to end in the Mavericks winning. And oh my gosh, forced overtime, and we tie the series. We're back in it. We're back in it. Okay. Flag, if you're injured now, that would be great. Let's see if you are. Probably not. So Mavericks, no, they're healthy again as well. So Castle's back after a broken right leg. He's just ready to go out there and play again. Flag does not want to miss any time, but hey, we've won 2 games in a row. Now, can we go win a road game as well? Come on, man. Come on. Let's go win 3-2. Have the lead at the moment. Just got to hang on to it, but the Mavericks are going to take it, aren't they? We hang on. 114-101. Oh my gosh, we may do it. We may do it. We may get this done. We're still healthy right now. Just hang on, and we could go win 3-2 at home as well. Win at home. Do not go to a game 7. Win at home. Game 6. Win this game right now. It's a close game, but the Mavericks are going to steer. Okay, it's a close, very close game right now, but they're going to steer away from us. Oh, boy. It's 195. Game 7 is going to happen. It sucks. That sucks. I thought we had a chance to close the series out, but all right. Game 7. This will be the end of the video right here, fellers. Hopefully, this is a game we can jump into and watch as well, but I just hope it's not a blowout. I mean, if it's a blowout for us, that's great, but I don't want them to blow us out. And so far, we have the lead right now, but they take it back at the end. It is a close game. This is a game we got to jump into. 93-89, a minute 30 left in the clock. Let's jump in, watch the end of this. Hopefully, we leave here with a Larry O'Brien. 4-point lead with possession. Either this video is going to end in a massive success or a massive heartbreak. So let's see if we can't hang on to this lead. Traore has the ball right now, and he's going to give it to Gaskins. And Gaskins going to pump fake. Traore is going to get a screen from... Okay, this possession doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I will say, this... Traore over Kyrie, he's going to miss. Okay, Hawkins has the ball, and we got... Oh my gosh, why does everything look so slow right now? They're moving in like slow motion, which I do think I saw that in the comment section, but maybe that's just something to do with the stats in the season, which is fine. We don't jump in that often. Anyway, Kyrie gets a screen. Man, this is like in slow mo. Maybe jumping in with these settings isn't the move, but it's 93-91, so Kyrie cuts it to a 2-point game, which is not good. Traore has possession. Let's see if we can't. Okay, he gets a screen from Sar. Sar's left wide open. Just hit Sar. Gaskins gets the ball. Sar could have hit a 3 right there, man. All right, Traore. Like, this is moving like 30 milliliters per second or something. I don't even, or 30 FPS, I guess. Traore. Okay. I'm not happy right now with what I've seen out of our offense. This has been brutal. 93-91. Maybe jumping in was not the move. If they tie the game, I'm jumping in. Hopefully our defense just gets a stop, though. So Anthony Black is in. No Cooper Flag. So Flag must have fouled out. Anthony Black, just don't hit a 3 on our face, please. If they hit a 3 to win this game, I'm breaking everything. So, okay. Black. Nope. Oh my gosh. Like, there was like no resistance there at all. Like, he just went to the basket. The defense didn't even... Okay. I mean, I'm jumping in and hitting this game winner. That's my hope anyway. Although I'm not really sure with how slow this game feels right now. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to do that. So, all right. Got 4 seconds on the clock. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. I shouldn't have jumped in. It's 93-93. I'm not jumping into another game with these settings. These are so slow. Okay. We're going to OT, which doesn't feel good. And this could go either way, obviously, but I'm not watching this anymore. This is not the move. With these settings, I can tell that he messed with them, which maybe for good reason, obviously, but it is not good. So, hopefully, we win in overtime, but I just have a feeling it's not going to go that way. So, yeah, maybe jumping in was not the move. It's a 3-point game right now. 97. Okay, it's a tied game. Hold on. We're not dead yet. We're going to jump in and watch. Let's jump in and watch, even though this is so slow. 100-100, we have possession. So we're back in the game. All right. I don't even know if this is nice to watch. I probably won't jump in ever again with these settings, but Traore is going to give it to Daniels, and Sar is going to... Nope, I thought Sar was going to give him a screen. He's going to go to Ricochet to Traore. Rather have the ball in someone else's hands. Traore, I've not liked what I've seen when he's done when he's had the ball. And again, he's about to force something really bad. And just horrible, man. I don't know why. I can't seem to see anything go well when our offense is out there. Traore has taken all the shots and they've all been horrible. So Anthony Black has the ball, and then whenever they try to score on us, it seems like we don't even try to contest the shot. I mean, look at that. What is that defense? 100 to 102. Oh my gosh, bro. This is horrible. 100 to 102. Ricochet just lets him go right by him. This was not the move. I'm never jumping in again. I'm just telling you that right now. I'm never jumping in again. Okay. If the defense is that easy to get by, then maybe I can just come out here and make it happen. So Alex Sarr, give me a screen. Nope, that's gonna be a dude. This is, I can't play with it. I can't play with this, dude. I can't play with this. Never mind. I'm just gonna let it play out with the AI. Let's see if it pays off. Ricochet, you hoist a 3 maybe. Traore's open technically. This is horrible. I should have. I literally. You know what? In fact, I'm gonna restart this. That's so bad, dude. I'm just gonna simcast game 7 again. If it doesn't pay off, it doesn't pay off. But that gameplay was horrific. Like, I'm never jumping in again with these settings. We may lose here, which that's fine. Although we win. I don't know. Should I take it? I'm not sure. 104.91. But that gameplay was horrific. I will never jump in with these settings again. And did we win a championship? I don't know. Maybe you be the judge, but I get it. Maybe those settings are for a reason, to like make the sliders or maybe make the scoring across the league look better. I'm not sure, but never will jump in with that again. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. This was a very fun, realistic rebuild to start out with. Technically won a championship, but at the same time, you could also say we didn't. I don't know. This Crushables, I'm saying peace.